Okay, so here we are. It's Linda and I. We're here. When we're recording, we can't seem to be able to flip the thing when you're actually recording, so we've just had a quick flick back. So here we are with our little, very little, home-built 1950s caravan. We've had a very busy afternoon. I'll just go inside because there's lots of things that I can show in there, but my beautiful wife is following me, look. So this side we've started stripping, which we did show a bit of a video the other day. I've taken all of these outer beadings off, and we're going to completely dismantle it and take it all down because the floor needs replacing. So it's going to be a full strip and rebuild. We've got a smiley face on the back there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, smiley face. So the roof needs completely replacing, which will be done. The windows need lifting up because there is a design issue. Basically this here catches on the bottom of this strip, so it doesn't shut properly and seal. So that's something that's got to be done. The door is completely horrible in wood, and I'm going to make that in aluminium. So we'll completely make the door. Right, so as we go inside, the floor is pretty horrible and it's rotten down there. It's not very good across the door. It's been made into two pieces here, which is not great, and it drops off here, there and everywhere. So one very important thing that you must remember when you're rebuilding framework, just move that out of the way. When they made this, they constructed it with one piece of wood going from front to back, but they should have actually built it from bottom to top and half lap jointed it instead of actually, because what this has done, this is bowed out, and if you look at this side where Lynn is, it basically has completely gone because they haven't used one piece right from the top to the bottom on that side. They looks like they might have here, and that one is a lot more solid. So they've used one piece top to bottom.
It's very rotten. But
here they haven't. They've obviously cut into it and weakened it. This here has just been buttered basically onto this. And this bottom one here has been buttered onto that, and then these little, whatever they are, I'm not even sure if they might even be bits of wedged wood into there and glued in, I don't know. But also another mistake they've made, well, I suppose it could be a mistake, might not be, but traditional caravan building, you would have had a back wall, which would have had its own piece of wood coming down here, and it would have been screwed into that one. So it would have been made like a shed. So you would have had this frame all the way around as it is. So you'd have that frame all the way around as it is, but with pieces coming right down. And there'd also be a piece coming down from the window, probably either side, to make that stronger. Taking that right down to the floor. And then what they would have had would have been a mirror of this here. There would have been a mirror of that for the back piece, so the back would have had its completely own frame all the way around, and that would have been screwed in then from inside to the actual, so if you imagine there's a piece of wood here, that would have been screwed into there, and then that means that the two sides could be put together as a whole. That's how it would probably normally be done. It will be made as two sides as a whole, and then a back and a front, and then brought together, put onto the floor, and then actually where the floor is, usually there's a piece of wood underneath the floor and it goes down beyond the floor so that the weight isn't sitting on top of it, it's actually fastened in from underneath the floor. So this would go down below the floor normally. That's how it is on most caravans. The reason for that is that the wood underneath the floor sits on top of the chassis and creates a strength to the floor. I don't know if you can see here, but this is actually dropped over. It's actually not, it's actually tipping away. And that's because the weight of the caravan is sitting on top of the floor with no under support. So when we do it, we'll have to rejig it slightly to rectify some of these problems. So basically this is going to be taken apart. It's going to have a whole new floor, an under support to the floor to strengthen it, and it's got to have a new roof because these, at some point, it looks like it's been vandalised. There's some really bad stab marks there which have been filled. This one was really bad over here. You can still see, you can see light through here where it's had silicone. How many slugs do you reckon we got out of here?
50.
Probably 50 slugs in the roof, and you can see all the mould and where the insulation and things were. Really bad all over the place. So yeah, there's a lot to do on it, but we're going to keep it the best we can to the shape it is, how it was designed. But obviously massively improve it along the way. It looks like they've used mahogany framework, which again isn't correct because that is quite heavy. But I guess in the past, when materials were available, they used what they had, depending what there was after the war. If it's 1940-50s, then there will be a case of using what materials. But this is definitely a home build. This is not a. Oh, there's the door. Let's have a look at the door from the inside. Woo! Oh, look at that. So yeah, there's some lovely features that we've kept, and we're going to keep the cooker, the little hob, I should say. So we're going to keep the little hob, and there's a beautiful little sink, which we're going to clean up and keep that. We did find some nice lights. There's a really nice light and a little switch that ran off a 9-volt battery. So we're going to keep those, and there's the batteries that it was running off. So there it is from this side. So it's going to be taken apart, completely dismantled, rebuilt, rejigged. It's going to have new metal on the roof, and we're going to, sorry darling, we're going to put new metal on here because there's a massive hole there where it's obviously bashed into something or it's been vandalised. So they put a plate over it. So we're going to replace the whole of that front lower panel, and we're probably going to have to change, maybe we might even have to change that window because it goes down below, doesn't it? But we're not quite sure yet on exactly what's going to change until we start rebuilding, and then we'll figure it out as we're getting towards the framework. So from Lynn and myself, turn us around. From Lynn and myself, thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next video. We are looking to do within the next couple of weeks a kind of taster course, because we've realised we need to get some photos of people on the courses. So we're going to work on this caravan over the next couple of weeks at getting together 5 people. The courses would normally be £100 per day for our training courses, but we're offering it for £50 a day for the day, and it will be 5 people. We're going to basically be working on this caravan, so it will be showing you how to take screws out to get the beading off, how to take the panels off, and basically taking the windows off, how to dismantle and take off the windows, and just show you as much as we can. And obviously we will do some framing work and things like that. So we're looking for 5 people, and it'll be £50 each for the day, and we'll obviously teach and do as much as we can on the day. So if anybody sees this and you're interested in it, please get in touch. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Bless you all. Bye bye.